Welcome traders to this new video of Trade with Ingo. Today we're gonna look into a market preview of next week's trading for Nasdaq. So let's see if we can anticipate some setups forming ahead of the week. And hopefully we can capitalize and monetize those opportunities and create some gains for our trading accounts. Okay, as you can see here, I added some pictures to this empty chart. Let's focus on the bottom one at first. As you can see here, I went to barchart.com as ICT Tadas. Went to barchart.com and I looked into Nasdaq chart and I looked into the commitment of traders report. As you can see here, the red line represents the commercial speculators, and we are very interested in what those people and parties are currently doing. Are they net long? Are they net short? And as you can see, I drew a Fibonacci tool from the top over here, the top of the red lines, and from the top till the bottom over here. And there you can determine equilibrium, which is the red line in the middle. Everything above it is net long, everything below it is net short. And as you can see, commercials were heavily long in October, and in November and December we had some rally upwards price action going into the end of the year, and currently they are covering their long positions, taking profits, or maybe even hedging. So currently net short. If you go to the website of the CFTC, let's make this one larger. Okay, over here we look into Nasdaq 100 consolidated, and I'm only interested in, let's put this one to the front. I'm only interested in the commercial column over here, and as you can see, our commercials are currently heavily net short. 178,000 is obviously bigger than 134,000. Commercials are mainly on the right side, and non-commercials represent retail traders, and they are mostly on the wrong side. As you can see here, they are net long, commercials net short. So that builds a bearish narrative for Nasdaq. So Nasdaq 100 consolidated. Over here, increase this one as well, make it larger. Okay. Commercials is this column. Bring this one to the front as well. As you can see, for Nasdaq mini, commercials are net short because this number is larger than this number. And on top of that, we can see that non-commercial parties, non-commercial speculators are currently net long. And non-commercial speculators are mainly on the wrong side. Commercial speculators, hedge funds, big institutions are generally on the right side. So let's delete those pictures. Again, if you want to look into the commitment of traders report, you can go to cftc.gov or barchart.com, or go to month 10 of the core content of ICT, where he explains how to analyze and interpret the commitment of traders report. Okay, next thing is the economic calendar, which can be found on forexfactory.com. There are generally more websites where you can find the economic calendar, but I'm only using this one because it gives all the important reports except for the earnings release from Nvidia, for example, which can be influential on price action as well. So take that into consideration as well, please. As you can see, Monday doesn't have any medium or high impact news, which means that the odds are there's a higher odds of having a high resistance liquidity run because there's no high or medium impact news. So Monday can be a little bit problematic, maybe some consolidation going into Tuesday and Wednesday's price action. Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. New York Eastern Time, we have the core PPI and PPI release. For me personally, PPI is pretty hard report to trade. I found in my trading journal that I lose a lot during these days. It's as far as I've backtested, it's pretty one-sided, but the move starts pre-market, and I didn't find the proper way to make money during these reports. But fortunately, when there's a PPI release in the same week, there's also a CPI release, which is obviously the consumer price index, which is generally easier report to trade. At 8:30 a.m. we have the big manipulation coming in, usually going into 9:30 a.m. Where the real distribution starts. So I mostly wait after 8:30 what CPI release is doing, and then we can see if we can capture a nice run on Nasdaq. This one's not that important, but these two generally are. I think the largest daily candles in this week will be found on Tuesday and Wednesday. So try to trade it properly. Don't trade ahead of the news release, but wait after it, and then maybe you can capture a pretty nice run. Okay, after Wednesday, when we had these two reports, I am trying to make the gains for the week on Wednesday, and on Thursday and Friday I try to be really careful and not give my profits back to the market. Thursday can be a nice day to trade as well. 8:30 we have core retail sales, general retail sales, and unemployment claims in this medium impact news event. And on Friday we have 8:30 a.m. news release. But again, I think Tuesday, if you know how to trade it, it can be nice. For me personally, PPI is not the best day to trade, so I am really careful on this day, but my main focus will be on Wednesday, maybe 1 hour after the CPI release. Okay, so let's take a look at the high time frame as well. On the weekly chart, we can see that in the first week of August, we created a nice pivot point over here, and from there we just went into full buy mode. Some retracements, which is normal, but the trend was up. Let me measure this. In 5 months time, we have like 29% rally, so that's pretty heavy. And January is generally for the indices a bearish month, so I'm expecting some downwards price action, taking into consideration that commercials are heavily net short as well. So I'm expecting more downwards price action. Let me draw some levels over here. during NFP release we already took this previous week low. This one was taken the last week of 2024, and this low was also already taken. So okay, we have this low I'm monitoring, this low, and this one comes in at 20,013, this one comes in at 20,008.5. So these are generally relatively equal, with the right one a little bit higher than the left one. So these are my targets for the rest of the month. I don't expect this week to be traded into all three levels, because from current market price to this low is almost 1,000 points, which is pretty insane if you ask me. Okay, let's dive into the daily chart. As you can see on the daily chart, Nasdaq respected the premium arrays and went down. So here with FOMC interest rate release, we had a 1,000 point down close candle, 1076.75. It's the largest candle point wise for Nasdaq ever. Over here we traded into this busy inversion fair value gap. We traded down, just swept this low over here, and we went up into this SIBI, this busy, making this a BPR, a balanced price range on the daily chart. As you can see, on Monday we traded up into the BPR high, and we closed around the BPR low. Look at the bodies, they stay beautifully inside the BPR. And Tuesday we opened up, created the high into the lower quadrant, and we traded heavily down. Wednesday, small range candle. Thursday as well, because the markets didn't open up during the New York session due to Jimmy Carter's funeral. Going into the NFP Friday, we had some downwards price action as well. Look back into your charts. This is pretty typical for an NFP week. The Thursday and Wednesday prior to the release are generally consolidation. And when we go into NFP, we have large candles. If you know how to trade them properly, you can easily start your month with green numbers. So backtest this for yourself. Over here, previous week low, maybe a target. Previous week low, previous week low. These are the targets. On the hourly chart, we can see that Friday, prior to the NFP release, which was during this large candle, we took the buy side above previous day high, and we went all the way down into previous week lows over here. But now we have basically a beautiful trend line retail is probably using. Yeah, I like this. What I'm generally looking at is this. We have this low, this high, excuse me. We have this high, and this high, and this lower high. So retail traders are drawing the trend lines, and everybody who went short during last week have their stop losses placed above these daily highs. Here, here, and here. So if price is bearish, I am monitoring these SIBIs as well. Over here, beautiful one where price didn't trade into yet. like this. And this. This can be traded too, but yeah, we're gonna see how Monday opens up, and yeah, let's see if we can manage to make some money during this week. Okay, traders, I wish you the best of luck for this week, and yeah, share your trades with me. I'm pretty curious if you can manage to capture some beautiful runs this week. So good luck, and see you next week.